Jim, just give us your overall assessment of that 90 minutes.
We're obviously all delighted to progress and be in the hat for the next round, and we're looking forward to the draw now in an hour or so's time. I thought over the whole piece, deservedly won the game. St Mirren started fast, as we knew they would. They get the ball forward early, they get the ball in your box, you have to stand up and be counted and defend and be aggressive, and I thought the defenders in particular done that brilliantly. Jack Walton had a save to make in the opening 5 minutes, and then thereafter I can't remember him having any other saves to make. He came and caught a couple of really important crosses in the second half, but first half we had good control in the game. Everything we had worked on during the week about trying to release the wing back on the opposite side, about trying to work those switches of play, trying to create 2v1s on the far side, all started to pan out, and we got into some really good areas. Deservedly, got the goal. I thought the set plays all afternoon were excellent, and really pleased for Ross Graham. Great delivery from Ferry, really good header at the near post, and I thought deservedly went in front, and could have been better. Obviously Sybil just hit the crossbar, but a great effort from long distance. We had the long throw that Ross Graham flung in, and the ball bounces 2 yards from the goal. We have to anticipate that and try and react and try and get a simple tap in. It actually bounces up and hits the crossbar. And then obviously Moulty had a great chance in the second half as well. Does brilliant to work it onto his right foot, and a couple of inches lower, and we're 2-0 and we're cruising.
Yeah, do you feel that was the best 90-minute performance that we've put in this season, rather than being good in one half and then maybe off it a wee bit in the second?
Look, lots of stuff that we discussed during the week panned out and worked, and the guys carried out the game plan really, really well. We didn't want to be predictable this afternoon. We wanted to mix our game up. There was times where we were playing short from the back at goal kicks, and then other times where we're going that little bit longer and competing for second balls. But our wing backs are a great outlet for us. Lucas Stevenson, I think, considering he's only had 2 sessions with the group, had a terrific debut for the club. Will Ferry, is doing what Will Ferry does. He's been so consistent since he first came in. Defensively solid, aggressive, wins the duels that you would expect him to and want him to, and then going the other way is a real good attacking outlet. So many good individual performances, but collectively as a team, that's what's most important. And I think the fact that we were able to manage the game as well as we did in the last 10-15 minutes. St Mirren were changing our system a lot, throwing as many big lads up the park as possible, and I thought we coped really, really well with everything that they threw at us.
You touched on it already, but it was obviously Ross Graham's goal that proved to be the winner. How pleasing has his attitude been, given the fact that he's dropped out the side through no real fault of his own, apart from the fact that he's left-footed?
Look, the decision to take Ross out after the Dundee game was a difficult one. We brought in Manny Adebayoga to give us a bit of balance on that right side, and we had to make a change, and it was either going to be Holty or Ross. I explained my reasons to Ross. I didn't think I could justify Holty. Ross obviously had a couple of poor decisions that led to a couple of goals against, and that was my only reason behind taking Ross Graham out of the team. 95% of his game against Dundee was outstanding. Today again, he was brilliant, really, really good, and it gives me another difficult decision to have to make now going into the St Johnstone game, because we're going to play with this back three. Gallagher predominantly will be that middle one. He's been outstanding as well. Adebayoga, as I say, gives us a bit of pace, a bit of mobility on the right side, and Ross and Holty battling away there for that left side of the back three. But Kevin Holt, I think, deserves a real special mention given his performance there today, with Sevels being suspended, and Docherty and O'Dada not quite up to speed to start the game. We had to put Kev in there as a defensive midfielder to try and protect the back three, to try and compete for those aerial duels. We know St Mirren want to get the ball forward early, and I thought he'd done the job that was being asked of him absolutely perfectly, and he played a huge role in helping the back lads keep that clean sheet.
Yeah, you mentioned Ross Docherty there. How important is it now that he stays fit, because it's been quite a lengthy process for him through the summer to try and get him to this point?
I mean, Doc has been very unlucky since he's came to the club. He had a couple of years playing there at Partick, being the best midfielder in the Championship, and very rarely missed any games. He's since coming to Dundee United, unfortunately, he's missed more games than he's been able to play in, and there's nobody more frustrated about that than Doc, because he knows how important a player he is. When he played last season, I felt we were a better team with him in it. Obviously we had to go long periods without him, but great to get him back out there today. David Babunski ran himself into the ground, and we just had to go with some fresh legs, and a good opportunity to give Doc 15 minutes in a really tough test, and thankfully he's came through it unscathed.
Do you feel when you've got a fully fit midfield, you've got a wee bit of a selection headache now?
Well, that's what you want as a manager. We've tried to work really hard in the recruitment process during the summer to put a really competitive squad together. Now, I've got a number of players every week who are extremely disappointed not to be in the starting 11, and I've got to try and manage that situation as best I can. I can't guarantee anybody minutes. When the team is winning, the team picks itself. When guys are underperforming, then they know that their position in the side is going to be at risk, and there's guys behind me on the bench chomping at the bit for an opportunity, and those subs that came on today played a real significant role in helping getting us over the line. And it's through no fault of anybody's that they're not in the team at the moment. I just need them to keep the heads down, keep working hard, keep showing a good attitude, and they will get their opportunity. Yeah,
just finally, that's now 7 unbeaten. The last defeat was obviously that opening day at Falkirk in this competition. Do you feel we've got a good wee bit of momentum going now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at the last 4 games, in particular, the ones that we won in the League Cup are games that we would expect to win. We deliberately set up the Luton Town game prior to the league starting because we felt we weren't going to get tested enough in those League Cup games, apart from the Falkirk game, obviously. But the Luton Town game really tested us in terms of our shape and our discipline and our organisation, and we took a lot of learnings from that particular game. So if you look at Luton Town, Dundee finished top 6 last season, Ross County up there, a really difficult venue to go to any year, and to beat St Mirren here again, another top 6 team just been playing in Europe. I think we can take great confidence from that, but I think it's really important that we don't get carried away, that we keep our feet on the ground. I think there's a lot more to come from the group, but we'll enjoy this moment. We'll look forward to the draw, and hopefully the draw's kind to us.